Self-control actually declines as we approach our goals, not as we near failure. When we think of self-control, we often associate it with making progress, achieving milestones, and overcoming obstacles. However, this is a misconception that can actually hinder our ability to develop self-discipline. The truth is, self-control is not something that's fueled by progress, but rather it's the underlying foundation upon which progress is built. Without self-control, we'd struggle to make progress in the first place. Think of it like building a house. The foundation is necessary before you can start constructing the walls. Similarly, self-control is the foundation that enables us to work towards our goals and make meaningful progress. The Stanford Marshmallow Experiment, conducted by Walter Mischel in the 1960s, is a fascinating study that has been widely misinterpreted. The experiment involved offering a child a marshmallow, with a promise that if they delayed eating it for a short period, they would be rewarded with a second marshmallow. What seems like a simple test of self-control has profound implications for our understanding of how we approach goals. The surprising outcome of the study was that the children who were able to delay gratification and receive the second marshmallow were not those who faced significant obstacles or temptations, but rather those who had a clear plan and strategy for achieving their goal. They had a clear sense of what needed to be done and how to do it. In fact, the children who were able to delay gratification were often those who were least able to resist the marshmallow, but they were able to put it aside because they had a clear goal in mind. They didn't focus on resisting the marshmallow, but rather on achieving the reward that came after it. This subtle difference in mindset has far-reaching implications for how we approach self-control and goal setting. Let's take a look at two students, one who consistently excels in their studies and another who struggles to keep up. We'll call the first student, Alex, a diligent learner who every day wakes up at 6 a.m. to review her notes and work on assignments. She dedicates a quiet room in her house to studying, eliminates distractions, and sticks to a strict schedule. On the other hand, we have Jack, who is constantly checking his phone, procrastinates until the last minute, and struggles to meet deadlines. While Alex's grades are consistently high, Jack's grades fluctuate greatly, and he often finds himself cramming for exams. Despite their different approaches, both students want to achieve academic success. But what sets Alex apart is her ability to maintain self-control. She is able to regulate her emotions, manage her time effectively, and stay focused on her goals. As a result, Alex reaps the benefits of self-control, securing better grades, and even earning a scholarship. Meanwhile, Jack's lack of self-control often leads to stress, anxiety, and feelings of burnout. This example highlights the critical role self-control plays in achieving academic success, and how it can be developed and strengthened over time. Today, let's take a step back and look at what we've learned so far. In the case of the Stanford Marshmallow Experiment, we saw how children's ability to delay gratification changed as they approached their reward. The results showed us that self-control actually declines when we're close to achieving a goal, not when we're near failure. This counterintuitive finding challenges our common assumption that progress fuels self-control. Instead, it's the foundation upon which progress is built. Now, let's look at the example of the focused student. When we compare them to the distracted student, it's clear that self-control plays a crucial role in achieving academic success. By staying focused and organized, the focused student sets themselves up for success, while the distracted student is constantly struggling to keep up. The key takeaway from all of this is that self-control is not something that can be achieved by reaching a goal. It's a mindset and a process that needs to be cultivated and sustained. By developing self-control, we can build a strong foundation for achieving our goals, rather than relying on willpower or motivation that often fades over time. To sum it up, self-control isn't just a trait you either have or don't, it's a mindset that can be developed with consistent practice. Rather than relying on motivation or willpower, focus on building your self-control by setting small, achievable goals and creating a routine that supports your success. By doing so, you'll be well on your way to unlocking your full potential.